Good afternoon, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. Hitchhiking Yeti here. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and today we're at Dollywood. So we're going to kind of enjoy a nice little evening. It's about 5 o'clock in the evening. It's starting to cool off, although it's been pretty toasty today, but they got their summer celebration stuff going on. I like to see some of their roadside attractions. You know, if you watch this channel for any period of time, I love showing roadside attractions, and Dollywood's got roadside attractions, so I gotta go check them out. Try some food. They also have the Dolly Parton Experience. I like to go through there and kind of check that out a little bit and just have a fun Dollywood type of a day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Let's go inside and get started. As I'm walking in, this right here just kind of caught my eye a little bit. The heat alert: prevent heat stress. Some steps to take: drink plenty of fluids, rest often in the shade, get you some air conditioning, make sure children stay hydrated and take breaks too, wear a hat, sunscreen, eat some meals in regular times, avoid standing in direct sunlight. Sounds like some really good tips there. So let's get inside and kind of make sure we do all that today. Even though right now at this time it's late enough in the evening, you're starting to get quite a bit of shade out here, so don't feel too bad. It was about 94, 95 degrees today here in the Pigeon Forge area, but it's feeling pretty good now. It's actually started to cool off some. So as we enter the park, you see the Dollywood Summer Celebration, the photo op right here, really awesome. And then right over here next door to it, right here at the bakery, we have some sweet treats that's going on. Look at these cupcakes right here, the triple threat chocolate caramel cupcake. I bet that's really good. Cherry lime cupcake. And then we got this here, it's called Summer Showers cupcake. Check that out. That looks pretty tasty. And then they got a s'mores brownie. So we got a lot of stuff to look at today. I love some of these desserts here at Dollywood. It's so delicious. All right, my friends, it is official. We have Dollywood's Summer Celebration presented by Food City. Right here is the first roadside attraction we're coming to, and this one is called Kite Sky. And this right here is in the area at the very beginning of the walkway here in the park. You see all the kites up here in the air. Normally you have like some umbrellas up there around Christmas time. They have like the jingle bells hanging with the garland and everything. So very colorful, very beautiful, and a very nice roadside attraction. I just love that because I love roadside attractions. All right, as the kites come to an end just right there, right here is the entrance to the Dolly Parton Experience in this direction. Look at that big old pink butterfly back here. And here we are back here. Look at the Dream Song building. And right here we have Songteller Dolly's Journey. Look at this big, fabulous butterfly with Dolly's name on it. That looks really cool. All right, when we first come in, you see "Hello, I'm Dolly." Really nice picture right there of Dolly. As you look up in the ceiling, you have all these cool like leaves, and they have projections on the ground. This room here is kind of like, you know, the beginnings of Dolly's life and everything. You see some pictures with her and her parents. You see Dolly as the little child out in a field. Very nice. Really cool. Right here's a good shot of her childhood home, which there is a replica here in the park. We will definitely go see that. There's Dolly and her mother. So yeah, all these like early life photos and lessons are really a cool thing to see here in this Dolly experience. This is so awesome. And then right here is the famous, this is a replica of the coat of many colors that her mama made for her. And I just think that is just so awesome. All right, now we're headed down the hallway. We're going to the road to Nashville. And this next room kind of feels like a tour bus a little bit. If you look at it, you like got the windows, and then there's some sayings up here. I left my home, you know, a-humming and all this kind of stuff, you know. Leaving hometown, strumming my old guitar, on our way to Nashville is kind of what this room's about. And right here's a cool picture of her and her husband. One of the few photos of her husband when they're young and in love and just met. So that's really awesome. And right here we have the Peter Wagner Show, August 13th, 1967. Their on-screen chemistry was immediate for their fans, quickly embracing them. The show's popularity grew and became the #1 syndicated show in America. And this here is some of her dresses and stuff that she actually wore on the show. So yeah, this is pretty awesome. Check out that old wig down there she sported back then. There's some Pee-wee Herman. This room right here is pretty cool. This is Dolly's variety show. you know. And this is also right here next to this TV, as you see some of the characters that she had on the show. Miss Piggy, that is really awesome. And then you know, right here in the next one, we have Burt Reynolds up here. We're going to get into her movie career right here, and we're talking about 9 to 5. Check that out. 9 to 5 stars Jane Fonda, Lily Tomlin, Dolly Parton. Dabney Coleman played the antagonist part of Franklin Hart Jr., a sexist boss who 3 female office employees get their revenge. This movie actually made $103 million way back in 1980. So really, really cool. Here's some more nice dresses from the Dolly Parton Heartstrings in 2019. More recent dresses. Just look at, does the woman ever really age? I mean, look at these outfits she's pulling off. Look at this. This is awesome. Right here we have an assortment of guitars from over the years through her career. Very nice. I like the butterflies on that one. Bobby McGee guitar. Look at those like rhinestone diamonds and stuff on there. That is so cool looking. And then right here, Code and Many Colors guitar. Look at the color of this thing. It's just like her coat. Yeah, man, that is so cool. That is so awesome. This next room right here we're in now is really neat. You have like the earth on fire. She's singing some music, really cool. And then this next room is like the collaboration room, where you can see a bunch of different actors and stars, other musicians, Garth Brooks, just all kind of different people that she's touched throughout her career. And right there they are 9 to 5 and up there. Check this out. Who's that? Look at that. Look at some of these people I don't really know, but some of the older ones like Miss Piggy, I know who that is. I'm totally on that one. I got it. And everybody knows Kenny Rogers. I mean, they were a great duet. Yeah, look at that. Boy, look at the hair of everybody there, man. When was that taken? Oh, man. Oh, wow. That's an oldie and a goodie right there, man. Check out these old pictures. Yeah, the Man in Black, Johnny Cash. That's awesome. This next room right here is really cool. It kind of reruns every 6 minutes, and you can kind of go through her life. And it's all projection, and I think it's just awesome because it just tells her life story. And then as you get toward the end of the tour, you know, it got some really nice stuff here, talking about dreaming. More learn, more care, more. There you go. Follow the butterflies on the floor, and there she is. There's Dolly. What a great way to end this tour today. All right, here is another Dollywood summer celebration moment. We have this roadside attraction right here. This is called Water Hose Fountain, and it's just right over here. So let's go take a look at it real quick. And all right here we are. This is the Water Hose Fountain. Check this out. Right now it's just a little bit of a mist, but I do know it does intensify at times. So it will fool you. You got to be a little bit careful when you're out here at this fountain, because it will turn into a gusher at moments. All right, here we are at the Dollywood Summer Celebration, and this here's the first food item we're going to try, the loaded potato tornado. All right, here is our loaded potato, the twist. Look at that thing. I don't even know how to dig into this. Just like a corn on the cob, maybe. All right, so my first bite, I gotta say this is a really good dish. I think the potatoes really taste good. They got a little crunch to it, but they're not like crispy. They don't fall apart. They're just like perfectly cooked, I think, in the deep fryer. The cheese and the smoky bacon really goes well together. And then, you know, these scallions, these little green things right here, you know what? They give it a nice little texture. I don't get a lot of flavor from that, but all in all, the cheese and the bacon and the potato, that's what goes so well together, and that's what makes this dish a definitely recommended one for me. All right, and the final bite of the potato tornado is going down. All right, the loaded twirly potato thing we just ate was really good here at Festival Foods. Really enjoy that a lot. I always get a big kick out of this drum over here with all the water kind of sloshing and twirling around. It always looks so refreshing. It just makes me want to go and lay down in it. Like, just lay right there and just let all that cool water run over my head and just wash the sweat off my forehead right now. Pretty warm today. Here we are. This here is the festival food spot that I've been looking for. Right there is our sandwich. That is what we're going to be ordering. This here is the apple cider barbecue pork sandwich. And that there is the price. I do have a season pass, so I will get a little bit of percentage off, maybe $1 or $2. But yeah, we're going to get that right there and tear into it and see what it's like. All right, and here is our apple cider barbecue. Check that out up underneath there. Now that is some nice looking barbecue. This is going to be good. We have some chips. And then we have this right here. I think this is a little bit of chow chow. All right, so I'm sharing this barbecue sandwich with my wife. We're just kind of tasting everything today. So this is kind of what it looks like on the inside once we cut it open. So now let's try the taste test. Here we go, bon appetit. Let's try this barbecue. All right, so after my first bite, the flavor is really good, but I will tell you this much, this barbecue, or at least the barbecue that I have right now, it's a little on the dry side. So if you get a bite that doesn't have a lot of that sauce on it, it's kind of dry. If you get a bite with the sauce on it, you're still okay. You can still tell it's dry. You know, that's the big kicker, but the flavor is really good. So now we're going to add a little chow chow to the dryness of this barbecue and see if that helps it out any. Oh man, there you go.
Makes it really good, yeah.
That right there was a world of difference. You put the chow chow on the barbecue and don't eat it as a side. Just put it on the barbecue itself. Dress it up like you would if you would have had slaw. That's what this is really missing in my opinion, because I like a good mayo slaw on my barbecue sandwich. And when you put that chow chow on this sandwich, it really wakes it up, and I think it's really good now. Like I can totally eat this, no problem. It really takes that dryness and kind of hides it and gives it a little extra kick too. Now this dish also comes with these fried chips.
Kettle chips, I think.
Some kettle chips, yeah.
That's what they look like.
Really good. Nice little flavor to it, a little saltiness. So my last few bites I had of the sandwich, I didn't have any chow chow, and my wife had already devoured it. But yeah, it's definitely, if you don't have the chow chow, at least our portions that we got here today was very dry. It is later in the day, so maybe, I don't know if this barbecue's been sitting around a little bit today or whatever, but it was warm. It was just dry. So that's my only complaint. But you put the chow chow to it, and it was awesome. It really was good. So that's a positive. So now let's move on and see what else we can see. Some more roadside attractions maybe. Even though this is not a roadside attraction here in the park, I always like to stop by the Tennessee Mountain Home. These mountains in my childhood home have a special place in my heart. They inspire my music and my life. I hope being here does the same for you. Something I noticed, I don't know what's going on, but as I was approaching the front porch of Dolly's Tennessee home, I noticed these trees out here. They have some kind of fabric kind of wrapped around the bases of the trees, and they're like everywhere. They're these like really bright colors. Really, dude, I don't know what that represents, but they're on all the trees around here. If you know what that means, definitely put in the comment section down below what that means, because I have no idea. But here's a fun fact about this replica home. Dolly's brother Bobby, he actually came here and helped do a lot of the work on this home and make sure it looked right, you know, made it look like her childhood home. And a lot of the relics and stuff inside from Dolly's childhood is actually real. A lot of this stuff in here is actually the real stuff that was in the house, just to keep everything, you know, on the up and up. It's a kind of a trip to sit here and you see these beds that was in the home, and they had 10 kids, right? Where did they all sleep? Look at those beds. There ain't nothing, no bunk beds or anything. Be really cool. Fun thing right here, I can remember my grandpa on my dad's side of the family. That right there, that Prince Albert can, I used to play with his all the time, because that was the same brand of tobacco cigarettes that he used to use back in the old days. When I was just a young kid, I used to play with a little metal box just like that. Didn't have no tobacco in it, but it was just an empty box, and I just thought it was a lot of fun. And another roadside attraction is up. This is the South's largest picnic basket right here, and it's from Food City, because look at the tag on it. It actually says Food City. This is a very large bag, and once again, right here close by, we have more of these bandages looking thing. It's fabric on the trees. Golly, I gotta find somebody that works here just to find out what that is. That is just so crazy. I don't know what it means. All right, I made my way up here to the railroad crossing, and I see we have us another roadside attraction right up the hill here, not too far. Let's go check out this. This is called Sky of Many Colors. All right, my friends, right here is roadside attraction Sky of Many Colors. And check this out. Even though I didn't really know this was a roadside attraction, I thought I've seen something like this in the past, but maybe just for keepsake, they just went ahead and just called it a roadside attraction because it is kind of a roadside attraction. I mean, it's not every day you see multiple colors, just like these streamers hanging from the rafters. All right, as we say goodbye to Sky of Many Colors, we don't have to go far before we come to our next one. Look at this. This is the largest bean can. Roadside attraction sign is right here. Largest bean can. And it says it's Granny Ogles or Ogles. Is it Ogles or Ogles? I really am not sure. But though, ain't that name got something to do with Gatlinburg? Like a little history there? Was it not somebody named William Ogle who actually kind of laid claim to Gatlinburg? Or back then it was called something else, White Plains or something like that. I can't remember the history. If you know anything about the history, definitely put it in the comment section down below. But this right here is a very large amount of pinto beans. I mean, just look at this. 1,037 gallons worth, if this was real. All right, my friends, I have made my way up here to the Robert F. Thomas Chapel, which is the doctor's name that actually delivered Dolly. And this here is the church. They actually have, you know, they have little sermons here and stuff every Sunday morning, so you can come and attend. It says Sunday service is 11:30 a.m. Everyone is welcome. We're gonna make it up this way because I think we have another roadside attraction just right across this bridge. And here is our roadside attraction. Bright sunshiny day. Right here we go. Look at all the beautiful yellow. All right, I'm up here by Wings of America Showbirds, which is actually closed at the moment because I guess it's late in the evening, but right here is another roadside attraction. This is the official mayo of Dollywood. And that's right, it is Duke's Mayo. And right over here is the mayo. Look at this large thing of Duke's mayonnaise, smooth and creamy. I gotta admit, this is my favorite mayonnaise. This is what's in our household. Even though my mom, she's more of a Hellman's person, but I like Duke's. That's my favorite right there. So here we are right here next to Blazing Fury, the dark ride. And right here is a roadside attraction. This is called Lazy Loungers. And as you can see, all these people over here just being lazy and they're lounging. So yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, so like I said, we was right over here. Now we're on the right-hand side of Blazing Fury, and we have came to our next roadside attraction. And this is called Noodle Takeover. And Noodle Takeover is all up in the trees here. Just look at all those noodles. Rainbow colors all the way up there, as far as you can see. Man, can I just stop for a second and tell you how awesome the theming is in Dollywood. Right here, when you come to the Tennessee Tornado and you look at this building and look at all the the rough wood and stuff stuck into the side of it, and especially right up in here, I mean, it really looks like a tornado just came through here and whisked all this stuff up in the air and just kind of drove it in the side of the building. It really does look awesome. I mean, just look at that. That is some really good theming. And I love this one right here. This wheel off a wagon just stuck in the side. That looks so cool. And there goes the Tennessee Tornado as it heads up over the top of the hill. We'll be seeing it come down the hill really, really soon and start doing all this twisting and winding around on these loops. Whoa, there they go. Heck yeah, that's a good ride. Last time we was here, we rode that. Look at that. Yeah, that's too much fun. I gotta admit though, that day I rode it, I ain't rode a ride that has that tight of turns and loops. And it kind of made me a little dizzy when I got off. There you go, you're all done. Looks like they're doing a little bit of construction, so pardon our dust instead of pardon with a D, Parton our dust. When I'm inspired, I get excited because I can't wait to see what I'll come up with next. Dolly Parton, Dreamer and Chief. Pretty dang cool. I like that sign. It's really awesome. All right, now I've made my way over here to Wildwood Grove, and yes, we have another roadside attraction here, giant spinning tops. And right here is the giant spinning tops, even though they ain't nobody really spinning them much. Oh, there's some people over there riding one. They're doing a little bit. Very interesting. I don't think I've ever seen any tops or attraction quite like this. You just spin it, or you can actually put somebody in it, maybe a little one. You can go in there and you can just kind of ride around like that. Yeah? What do you think about that? That look fun? I'm spinning, just not very fast. Oh yeah, we're spinning now. Whoa! Yay! And right there is my favorite ride, Wild Eagle, going into the loop. Too much fun. I love this part right here, corkscrews. Yeah, that is rad. Good times. So this here is the famous water clock here in Dollywood. This water power clock has been around since Dollywood's origin as Silver Dollar City, and it was modeled after another water clock in Silver Dollar City, Branson, Missouri. And supposedly it always has the correct time, but right now I don't think so. If we look up there and we kind of zoom in on the day, it actually says it's the 17th, and that is incorrect. And it says, I guess that's the 6th month, and that's incorrect. I'm here in July. And then the year, they always says, it says 1882, but it's actually pointing at 1884. So something's definitely going on with the water clock, because this is the first time I've ever seen it all jacked up like that. What's going on, Water Wheel? What did you do? You sabotaged the clock? All right, my friends, my day is winding down, but I'm not going to end it quite yet because we still got to go in the bakery. This has become a thing when I come to Dollywood. I got to come in here and get something. So something I believe I'm going to try is this right here, this Summer Showers cupcake with the little umbrella on it. I think that's really cute. And yeah, we're going to give this a try. Blue skies of summer are the inspiration for this vanilla blue cupcake. That's the main reason I'm getting it, because it is vanilla and that is my favorite cupcake. So it's iced with a cloud of cream cheese, some sprinkles, and a sugar flour. So that's what we're gonna get. Let's go try it out. And whatever my wife wants, I'm sure she'll get something. All right, we're inside looking at the sweet treats. I think we're totally gonna go with this Summer Showers cupcake. That's this one right here. Right down here is the Summer Shower cupcake. Look at it. It's kind of green, bluish looking, but it is vanilla. That's why I think I might like it. So definitely want to try that out. Last time I was here, I actually bought this big hunk of like 3 pounds of this apple pie. I'll put a link down in the description below if you would like to see me taste that. It was really good. All right, so this is a look at our cupcake as my wife ever so gently pulls it out. Kind of get an idea what it looks like. Yeah, that looks like that's going to be pretty darn good. What did you get?
Cinnamon roll.
Cinnamon roll. I have to show that too. You know the people want to see some food, man.
Come on, babe.
Can't have a vlog these days in a theme park without some food. Oh man, that looks really good. That's a lot of buttercream. That's okay. I like buttercream. Right here is the cinnamon roll. Wow, that is freaking huge. You got any coffee to go with that?
No.
That would really be good to have some coffee. Yeah. All right, let's dig in. So the first thing we're going to do is just remove the umbrella from the top, and then we're going to cut that bad boy in half and see what the innards looks like to this cupcake. Yeah, right down the middle, nice and fair. We've been married for a while, so we know. There you go. Ooh, look at that inside. Wow, that looks really good. Very moist looking. Let's see if it tastes as good as it looks. How about that? That's the real thing. Just don't grab my piece. See if I can just fit all this down my goozle. Heck yeah, man. That is good, Dolly. You rock that. Yeah, Miss Dolly Parton. Whoever you got baking this cupcake, give them a raise. Little cost of living raise. Alright, next up. So far, we're 1 for 1. That dang summer cupcake was awesome. Highly recommend. Now, we're doing this cinnamon roll right here. We'll check out the cinnamon roll. Looking pretty good. You know, we know Dollywood makes an awesome cinnamon bread, so they should be able to make a fantastic cinnamon roll. Bon appetit. I'm gonna say 2 for 2. This is really good too. Cinnamon roll is awesome. Very nice bread, not dry. It's just very fluffy and yummy. Man, if you had a coffee with this,
It would be perfect.
it would be perfect. Exactly, because we're coffee people. And when you take coffee and you put something like this, it's kind of sweet, along with the coffee, because we drink our coffee black, it just makes it perfect. Very delicious. Alright, the final bite of the cupcake. Alright, my friends. Finished off a delicious cupcake. I had a great day here. The summer celebration, Dollywood, a lot of fun. Really late in the day here on a Friday, like when I'm here, crowd levels wasn't that bad. The waits on a lot of the rides was like 5-10 minutes. 5-10 minutes for like everything. I mean, everything was like really super short lines. Really nice. It was brutally hot today. I will say that. So we came later in the evening. We did other things outside of town today that we had to do, and but all in all, I had a wonderful day. If you're new to the channel, please think about subscribing. If you enjoyed today's content, please give me a thumbs up. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, taking your time to hang out with me. I just think that is such a blessing and so awesome. So I really do appreciate that a lot. Until next time, friends, I am the Hitchhiking Yeti, and I will see you in my next adventure. Remember, I upload on Fridays and Mondays, sometimes on Wednesdays, just depending on how much time I have. I do work during the week. I do not do this in a full-time capacity or anything. It's just for fun. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys have an awesome summer. Stay safe out there, and I will see you next time. And I know I'll see you next time if you're subscribed. Nailed it. Awesome. I'll see you guys around. Hitchhiking Yeti is going back to the hotel. Take a shower and relax a little bit. And who knows? Maybe after midnight I run over to Buc-ee's. I've never been to Buc-ee's after midnight before. Might be an idea. If you want to see what happens, subscribe. I think I might make it happen tonight if I keep my eyeballs open. Who knows? Maybe I get that coffee that I need to finish off that cinnamon roll and my wife ain't looking. Alright, let's get on out of here. You ready to go?
I'm ready.
Alright, let's hit the road. Let's go get us a tram, because I ain't walking no more.